Points Peak. So I'm briefly going to talk about a couple of policies that are actually outside of our coaching system on Points Peak that are point-based policies. So one is our medication administration policies. That medication administration performance discrepancies actually have an extra component outside of our coaching system, and that's a point-based system. So our RN nurse trainers worked with the rest of our leadership team, they're part of our leadership team, to develop a point system where different types of med errors result in a certain number of points, and it's a cap system. So if you forgot to give meds, or you forgot to document meds for an individual, there's a cap to how many points you could earn, and then there's a threshold. If you earn a certain number of points within a certain frame of time, then our registered nurse trainers, they can make the decision to revoke a person's medication administration privileges for a period of time, generally 6 months to a year, depending on the severity of the incident, before they would allow someone to retest and possibly regain those privileges. But an important aspect of these points is just as it ties directly into our coaching system, which is there's a mechanism for forgiveness, and we think that's very, very important. Our coaching system has a mechanism of forgiveness where after a certain period of time, each instance of coaching could be removed from a person's record. The same thing with the points. You go a certain amount of time without incurring any sort of a medication error, points roll off. So you don't constantly have coaching or points hanging over your head for your entire career, and it actually promotes doing better, like correcting the performance, eliminating these performance discrepancies, because you do that, then the coaching, the points, this is all going to go away. Since implementing this point system, we've actually had a growing number of individuals going 1 year or more. Now we have entire teams, entire group home teams, or SILA teams that are going 1 year or more without a single medication error. That's kind of a first for our agency that we're really, really excited about, and that we've been recognizing through our recognition system. The second point-based program that is a little bit different and kind of a tangent or parallel to our coaching system is with attendance. Attendance is actually the primary performance issue that causes us to lose direct support professional staff, tardies and absenteeism. And so similar to medication errors, tardies or absences result in an individual gaining a certain number of points. And we switched to a point-based system because it gives us greater flexibility in working with a person and recognizing that things come up. And I'm sure your organization is very similar to ours, is our direct support professionals don't make anywhere near as much as they should. They should be making at minimum $15 an hour, and that's probably not enough for the incredibly hard work that they do. So we found that many of our direct support professionals kind of struggle with having reliable vehicles and reliable transportation and things like that. So like our medication administration policy, there's a certain threshold you could earn X number of points every 3 months before you would lose your employment. So that gives like this cushion for those unforeseen circumstances that come up in life. And then like our medication administration points-based program, these points roll off. A certain number of points roll off after every 3 months. Again, recognizing growth, improvement, stability in performance, so it doesn't hang over your head. So these point-based systems are again they run parallel to our coaching system, and we found that they work very well in terms of flexibility in addressing performance concerns.